In the journey of life, we often find ourselves yearning for something deeper, an understanding that transcends the mundane and connects us to a higher purpose. Spiritual stagnation can creep into our lives unnoticed, leaving us feeling unfulfilled and disconnected from our true calling. But the good news is that we can break free from this stagnation through two profound sacrifices that lead us to access God's realm and unlock the full potential of our lives. In this exploration, we will delve into the essence of deepening our relationship with God and cultivating an unshakable focus. As C.S. Lewis wisely articulated, our journey with God is not merely a pursuit of success but a lifelong commitment to growing in faith and love. Let us embark on this enlightening journey together, seeking inspiration and strength to rise above stagnation and embrace the richness of spiritual life. Spiritual stagnation is an often overlooked phenomenon that can leave us feeling adrift and unfulfilled. It manifests in various ways: through a lack of passion in our prayer life, a diminished desire to seek God, or an inability to recognize His presence in our daily activities. We may find ourselves going through the motions, attending church, or participating in religious activities without experiencing the transformative power of a deep connection with the divine. Recognizing the signs of stagnation is the first step towards revitalization. Are you merely surviving in your spiritual journey, or are you thriving in a relationship with God? It is essential to take a moment for self-reflection and evaluate where you stand in your faith. Just as a tree with shallow roots struggles to survive in harsh conditions, so too does our spiritual life require deep, nourishing roots to flourish. The first key to breaking free from spiritual stagnation is to make the sacrifice of deepening your relationship with God. This relationship is crucial; it is the foundation of our spiritual influence. As we grow closer to God, our capacity to impact the world around us expands. The deeper our roots, the more powerful our influence. C.S. Lewis once said, "Aim at heaven and you will get earth thrown in. Aim at earth and you will get neither." This profound insight emphasizes the necessity of aligning our pursuits with God first. In seeking Him, we discover that everything else flows from that relationship. Consider the verse from 2 Kings 19 verse 30, which states, "The remnant of Judah who have escaped will first take root downward and then bear fruit upward." This illustrates a powerful principle: before we can see the fruit of our labor in the world, we must establish deep spiritual roots. To understand this concept better, let's look at agriculture. There are grasses and small shrubs that flourish briefly but can be easily uprooted due to their shallow roots. In contrast, giant oak trees, some hundreds of years old, have roots that stretch deep into the earth, enabling them to withstand storms and thrive in drought. Like these mighty trees, our spiritual lives must be rooted deeply in God to weather the storms of life and bear lasting fruit. Psalm 1 verse 3 beautifully encapsulates this idea: "He shall be like a tree planted by the streams of water whose leaves do not wither." This imagery highlights the significance of a consistent source of nourishment, our relationship with God. The deeper our spiritual roots are, the more secure our growth will be. Developing a deep relationship with God requires commitment, a commitment that transcends our feelings or circumstances. The people of Judah, as recounted in 2 Chronicles 15, understood this truth. They gathered at Jerusalem and made a covenant to seek the Lord with all their heart and soul, offering sacrifices and binding themselves to this promise. They understood that seeking God was not just a matter of convenience but a priority in their lives. When we make a covenant with God, we establish a non-negotiable commitment to seek Him, regardless of the trials we face. This commitment is a powerful catalyst for experiencing true rest and favor in our lives. C.S. Lewis once explained, "The only thing Christianity cannot be is moderately important." This all-or-nothing devotion is what leads to real transformation. In moments of success, it is easy to forget the commitment we made to God. Success can become a distraction, leading us to believe that we no longer need Him as we climb the ladder of achievement. But true prosperity, spiritual, emotional, and material, comes from a consistent pursuit of God. We must remember the wisdom found in 2 Chronicles 26, where King Uzziah prospered because he continually sought the Lord. This pursuit of God was not merely a phase, it was a lifestyle. As we journey through life, may we never reach a point where we think we have sought God enough. C.S. Lewis's metaphor of an egg learning to fly serves as a poignant reminder that our relationship with God must always be growing. The second key to breaking spiritual stagnation is cultivating an unshakable focus. Focus is essential for growth and success in all areas of life, especially in our spiritual journey. Paul, in Philippians 3 verses 13 to 14, exemplifies this principle. Forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me. His relentless pursuit of the divine calling serves as a powerful reminder that we must not dwell on past successes or failures but keep our eyes fixed on what lies ahead. Distractions abound in our modern world, often leading us away from our spiritual commitments. We can become overwhelmed by the noise of life, losing sight of our purpose. To overcome these distractions, we must ask God for the grace to maintain our focus. Every achievement we attain should remind us that there is always more to pursue in our relationship with Him. Just as we must prepare for new challenges with each level of success, we must also recognize that every success is a test for the next level. It is crucial to keep our hearts humble, acknowledging that apart from God, we can do nothing. We must remain vigilant, understanding that even in moments of victory, we are called to seek God more fervently. Our relationship with God shapes our influence on others. When we live in alignment with God's principles, we inspire those around us to pursue Him as well. C.S. Lewis warned that pride can stifle our potential for love and contentment. It is essential to remain humble and remember that our success is not solely the result of our efforts but rather a reflection of God's grace in our lives. True worship is an expression of our commitment to God and a testimony of His faithfulness. Like King David, who danced before the Lord in an undignified manner, we must not let pride hinder our expression of devotion. David understood that everything he had, his throne, victories, and life, was a gift from God. When we recognize that our achievements are ultimately from God, we become vessels of His love and grace, impacting those around us. As we reflect on our journey, we must remember that our success is not an end in itself. Instead, it serves as a platform to lead others to Christ. C.S. Lewis reminded us that our commitment to God must be so evident that it compels others to join us in worship. The journey to break spiritual stagnation involves two key sacrifices: deepening our relationship with God and cultivating an unshakable focus. These sacrifices are not merely steps we take but a way of life that reflects our commitment to our Creator. As we embrace these principles, we unlock the potential to live fully in God's presence, experiencing His blessings and sharing His love with the world. Let us continually seek to deepen our roots, nurturing our relationship with God, and remain focused on our purpose. May our lives serve as a testament to His goodness and faithfulness, inspiring those around us to seek Him with the same fervor. Remember, the first step to new dimensions in life is to deepen your relationship with God and embrace unwavering focus. It is time to rise, to break free from stagnation, and to access the abundant life He has in store for us. Let us embark on this journey together, fostering a community committed to spiritual growth and unwavering devotion. May we encourage one another in our pursuits, lifting each other up in prayer and support, as we aim to live lives well lived, full of purpose and passion. The realm of God awaits us. Filled with limitless possibilities, let us step boldly into that realm and claim our spiritual inheritance.